So there, folks, welcome back to Towns with Charon and Velerious.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Velerious. How's it going?
Hello. Ho, ho.
Wow.
welcome to Ashens. Okay, so this is the Useless Towns.
Unpausing.
We'll be reviewing this.
Yep. So, wow, we've had a lot of comments first. We were slightly ahead, so there's still an episode to go up before this goes out. But there's a couple of comments on Craig Gummersaw we can address as we start.
Yes.
Have you got your little list over there?
I have. City Walls.
City Walls.
Is the first one.
Yes. When we were talking about the end game plan, like where we were going to go from here, because we were going to expand the roads, build the Badger Arena, we were also going to encase Derpsville in a wall.
Ain't gonna happen.
I don't know. I think we might still be able to pull that off.
Nah, if you go to the very top left, the tavern is too close.
It's not going to happen around the back, obviously, but I think we can probably do a wall comes around the Badger Arena, encases the dungeon.
I was gonna say, it better not be before the orchard that we're building. That's got to look very nice and pretty.
Yeah, no, that will be the last thing that happens, I think.
Yeah.
Once we've got the city done, that's the final piece, putting the wall around the outside. So that's going to happen.
Yes.
That is a yes.
The second one was expansion.
Expansion, yes. We did this thing, which we can probably do some more of if you're still up for that. He says we did discover this, like, God knows when. It must have been, like, in the early episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, we forgot that shit. I'm an old man. I can't remember all this bollocks.
I can't remember.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast, let alone fucking episode 20 odd of Towns.
I had octopus in tomato sauce.
He's not even lying. That is what he had for breakfast. Octopus.
I like the way the suckers stick to your throat on the way down.
There you go.
Stockpiles.
Is
the last one.
He said something we can try. We want about like putting things in the market. Basically, I think the idea is if we build for example, what do we want them to wear? Let's say an armor cabinet.
Yeah.
If we put an armor cabinet in the market and then put on the armor we want, and then disable it so that someone comes on and just dumps it all on the floor in the market, then they'll take it. They won't take it from the racks, apparently.
This sounds very familiar, as if we'd been told to do this before as well.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned ages ago on the forums that you could do it in the tavern, but as we've seen, they seem to more often than not, they seem to come to the market to pick stuff up.
Specifically, I seem to remember us coming to the conclusion that if we put something in there and drop it, will the rogues and everything just come in and pick them up?
I think they will if it's in the market.
Yeah.
I reckon that's worth trying at some point, but before we do that, we'd need to clear out these barrels.
Because they always idle in there.
There's not enough space in there anymore.
Yeah, well, what we need to do with the barrels is start extending into that other part of the storeroom. Add some mud in and some green slime barrels.
Yeah.
And potentially they'll move them all in there. Other thing that would probably be quite helpful at some point is, can we make a barrel or a weapons thing for goblin heads?
No.
So there is nothing goblin heads can go on other than spikes?
Other than sticks.
Let's see, nope. Yeah, I didn't think it'd go in a barrel, but maybe in a weapon rack, because they technically class as weapons.
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. We'll just double check.
Manage?
No, looks they're sorted by ites.
Special, no.
Those are the special weapons.
Goblin ite. Goblin spear. I wondered if they put it on their misc, maybe? No.
No.
God damn.
No, you see, there is nothing you can. At least in this version, there's nothing you can do other than put them on spikes.
At least the road's coming along, and the spikes are going quite well.
Yes.
And it feels quite professional. I've set up a little notepad.
And Velerious is well pleased with his virtual post-it notes.
Oh god, virtual post-it notes. Amazing.
Yeah. So, oh my god, when does this go out? It's like a week from now.
Yes.
So as this goes out, Town of Salem Week has probably just finished on my channel.
Yes.
Because I'm off for 3 weeks now, while I'm job hunting for a new job. But it means I'm having a bit of a content blast on my channel. There will have been by now a whole week of Town of Salem, which has put in quite a few views recently. Presumably a lot of buzz around the second Kickstarter.
Which they're like, oh my god, second Kickstarter, and this guy's kickstarted the first one, oh my god.
Yeah, so that's been going well. And then probably starting soon after this, because October 26th is when, what's it called? Beyond Earth comes out.
Yes.
And I'll be filming that and pumping it out on my channel daily.
I've already played the thing I wanted to play. My life is complete.
What thing?
Borderlands.
Oh, you got the Borderlands pre-sequel, didn't you?
I did. Finally finished it.
It's good.
It's a lot shorter than you'd expect. I mean, Borderlands 2 went on for fucking years, and with all the DLC and everything, it's just like, you never get to the end of that game.
Yeah.
And even when you do, it's still going on. And the thing that I miss is, like, in Borderlands 2, they had a D&D quest. And there's, like, subtle references to the D&D again in pre-sequel, but not that much. Like, one of the quests I got, spoilers for anyone listening, stop listening now. After beating the final boss, when you go back to town and speak to the message board, you get Tiny Tina saying, tell me a bedtime story, and you go like, what kind of bedtime story? She goes, what about a raid boss and some amazing heroes fighting an enemy? And you get the final mission, which is to take on the final boss again, but super hard mode, and it goes like, bring a friend, make sure to bring this friend.
There is
an evil badger.
Some badgers in New Orleans. Oh, they're right here, look. They came for the meat, as always.
Thing is, we've got that much meat, it's good. There's a badger on that slime.
They came from the meat and turned into meat. That's just a regular badger. A common or garden badger.
Or perhaps it's not. He's waiting for his moment to strike.
Just like when Noah's looking, just puts like this little mask on. It's badger's.
That's it now. Ulrich's gone to the toilet.
You can't stand there all day, Ulrich. Sooner or later, you gotta go poop.
What's that, Ulrich? I slipped them laxatives in your drink. It's only a matter of time now, Ulrich. Them brown pants.
Creepy, pervy badger. I've been watching you sleep, Ulrich.
I've been waiting for this moment. For my laugh.
Just start singing.
My laugh. Really for Ulrich. It's on the meat now. No, it's rolling on the meat.
There it is. It's infecting the meat. This is why it's all dark. That's the meat that's been rolled in by badgers.
I see.
And this is the fresh meat that hasn't been rolled in by badgers yet. It's what gives it the unique Derpsville flavour.
And that bird flying over, just pooping on it every now and then. Just add a little bit of creamy sauce.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
And then we sell it all to the neighbouring town.
Yep. Sell it all to the merchants who come, hi, you got some meat? Have we got meat? Got an entire cow field back there.
Right.
The cow field's getting a massive indent in it as well. I think we need a bigger cow field.
Yeah, we've eaten... Fucking hell, we've almost eaten half the cows. But it's okay because if it drops like too low, we'll just switch to pigs.
Yeah.
And then like switch to chickens and then switch back to cows.
Look how much like pigs and chickens we have. It's beautiful. I mean, ideally, we want to be on cows for as long as possible because of the fact that they're closest.
And they regrow faster because there's more of them.
They regrow faster because we have a bigger cow field than anything else.
Yes.
Unless instead of the badger arena, we just built the Derpsville cattle farm
These are
below
true
the meat
facts.
processing plant, right? That massive space we were going to put the badger arena in. Just imagine a farm there. A farm as far as the eye can see, into the water, and everything will have water cows.
It wouldn't work though. Bread wasn't doing it for us. Whereas this...
That's what I mean.
This is actually working to some degree.
Not a farm, a ranch.
Farm, a ranch. Yeah, that's what it is. Derpsville Ranch.
Having just tons and tons of cows, in that massive area just below the meat processing facility.
It's Derpsville Ranch and Grill.
We've already eaten all those then.
I know. They're hungry little bastards, these townies. That's the problem.
They're doing a lot though. A lot of roading going on.
True.
A lot of spikes going on.
Oh, and we have a merchant on his way.
Hi there, guys.
Utilising the road
I'm
correctly.
utilising the road unlike everyone else.
Oh my god.
I'm so independent of money.
He's behaving himself.
Oh my god. He's like, this is a new town, I better behave myself. Maybe they'll sell me something good.
Has he got anything that we
skin?
require? It's just... We've bought one of these before, it's just a hide. You can't actually do out with it.
I thought it was like a different hide though, because it looks lighter than every other animal.
No, we're not getting blessed iron anymore. We got silver and gold off him. Do I want to sell things? I sort of don't right now.
Yeah, leave him.
Because otherwise they're not going to haul that meat.
We've got enough, and once they start hauling everything else, we can start selling again. Because it'll make us more money in the long run.
Was that gold for Gandalf's wand?
That was gold for Gandalf. I don't think it was for his wand.
Gold Dalf.
Go up.
Where is he?
Second.
Oh, yeah.
Aha.
Yes, it is. So he needs his golden wand. And that's him finished off.
Excellent.
Gold. Thank you. Weapons. Gold.
Second. Oh my god.
Golden staff.
The golden staff.
That's pretty nice.
2,165 damage.
3 gold and a wood.
Damage. It's another 65.
Have we got 3 gold?
I can't even read. No. We have 1. 1 gold.
I think we've got 2.
2 gold.
Yeah, okay,
You got
that
2
will have
gold.
to wait. We have got 6 silver, though. What were we doing with the silver?
We were going to wait and build someone just silver armor, just straight off the bat, like whoop kind of thing.
Whoop.
Yeah. I personally think the next silver person should be another hat person, and we should have the kind of like hierarchy of the person who leads the hats.
No, I think
and silver will be for the person below, because that other girl at the very bottom, go down.
although that sounds good, the gold will give them better defense. Because look, with the gold on, with a hat on, you've only got 6,000 defense.
That's still a fair bit.
With silver on, you're going to have even less. Where was that silver guy?
8,000.
Yeah, but that's with the hat, which is 1,500.
So that's pretty much the exact same.
Yeah, it's not too different actually. 2871 to 2338.
See what I mean? You're putting too much value in gold. You know what happens in Minecraft with gold. You make a golden
Yeah, but
shovel.
you got to remember,
pretty and beautiful.
it also
blinks.
varies when they make it as well.
It blinks. You go digging up loads of shit with it, and then boom, it breaks. In a matter of seconds. Yep.
22 to 31, and what's silver?
So it's
21 to 29. Yeah,
so
it's
just,
not too bad.
It's just a 200 drop off. So it's more like chance, really.
Okay.
So if we get a good set of silver, it could easily go on one of the little hat guys.
Yeah, a good set of silver can be better than a bad set of gold. It's just you don't know what you're going to get.
Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That is so true.
Oh man, having this tablet here is amazing. My entire life is made better.
You really are bumming that tablet quite hard, aren't you?
Yep, I love it.
I don't get it. I don't get the need for these tablets and smartphones
while
and
I'm
all
doing
that bollocks.
while I'm sat here doing my YouTube, so I can just flick across the page, press technology and science, and then look, UK wants tougher prison sentences for internet trolls.
You've really been bumming that story today as well. Yeah.
Police use loophole to access phone and email records. I've heard about that actually.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting.
Yep. That's one of those things where it's like, it's good and bad. You know what I mean? People seem really surprised. Oh no, the police can access your phone records and stuff. It's like, yes, because that's how we catch criminals. If you don't let them do this, it makes it really impossible to catch criminals. This is the whole point. It's sort of like people don't want the police to have too much power, but at the same time, if you don't give them enough power, nothing gets done. And this is like, it's a problem we have at work with, like, obviously we have plenty of criminals we have to deal with. And we had one guy who basically caught red-handed buying alcohol for kids outside the shop, right? And he'd bought it for them. He took their money on camera outside, takes their money, comes in the store, buys the alcohol, goes outside, leaves the bag of booze on the floor, and walks off, right? Now I know who this guy is, so I gave the police his name and address, gave him the camera footage of him blatantly buying alcohol for underage children, right? They went and saw him, couldn't charge him for it. Couldn't actually press any charges against him for it, because all he had to say, and this is like the biggest loophole ever, all you have to say if you get caught buying alcohol for underage children is that you didn't know they were underage.
Yep.
Because then the onus is on the police to prove that those kids are underage.
What's
but
even
that means you have
worse-
to go and find the fucking kids.
What's even
which
worse?
you're not gonna, are you, basically?
What's even worse was on the camera, they were blatantly 5-year-old children.
Well, look,
Bad myth of alcohol.
you know, I even pointed out, I said on the camera, he leaves it in the street and walks away from it. He knows it's dodgy. It's blatant, but it's, you know, without the proof, because the onus is on you to prove that a crime's been committed.
I mean, the other thing is as well, it's such
And
a
it's
stupid
stupid.
loophole, considering the fact that if I went to the shop, right,
Yeah.
and forgot my ID,
Yeah.
I'd go home and get my ID.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go, "Oi mate, can you buy me some whiskey and some fags, and then leave it on this street corner where everyone can see it.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, mate."
Because he can just basically lie, he gets away with it. And it's like, and it's the same thing for like anything that's like that. It's like, you know, people like kicking off about anything you sort of kick off about, oh, you know, how come none of this stuff was sorted out years ago? Like, you know, all these pedo celebrities and stuff that have been around for years. Or like recently there was, what was the other thing?
Too much red tape.
So it wasn't Doncaster, was it? It was somewhere where their council had like, there'd been some pedos doing some stuff like in care homes or something like that. And they were like, oh, why wasn't this all sorted out years ago? Probably because the police didn't have the power to fucking properly do anything about it.
Yeah. And
This is the
nowadays
thing.
It's they're kind of slipping back into the power.
It's like the
They
alcohol
still have
thing
problems.
for me is a big problem because I have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Now, it's not illegal for kids to stand outside the store and ask people to send them in alcohol. It's illegal for people to come in and buy them alcohol, but as you've just seen, there's a huge loophole, so they can't get prosecuted for it, which means the only person that can be prosecuted for it is me.
Yeah.
The person who's completely unaware of what's going on when someone comes in and buys alcohol and goes out and gives it to some kids that are hiding around the fucking corner.
Well, luckily, nothing kind of happened anyway from it.
No, because luckily I know the police.
And they were like,
they're not gonna,
us.
they're not gonna charge me over some other
How's
dickhead did.
how's the stone going, by the way?
The stone.
The stone in the
They're sort of
stockpile.
mining as they bring stuff up.
Ah, excellent.
But yeah, my point was that it's like, I'm all for giving the police more powers, really, as long as they don't abuse them. They should only... I'm fine with them being able to access the phone records, as long as they only do it where there is suspicion of someone committing criminal behaviour.
They access your phone records. Hey, this guy's talking about he got his penis stuck in the plug hole. Okay, brilliant.
That's the thing, they have to also,
Look at these fucking guys going round the back.
Yeah.
I think we should take off the back line.
It's a responsibility, you know? They have to not abuse it. You can't just go looking through the phone records for no reason.
For something intentionally funny.
But if you suspect someone of, like, you know, plotting terrorism or something like that, then hell yeah, you should be allowed to go and check out their phone and confirm or deny, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's a very interesting story there.
What else you got on there, Velerious? Walking Dead.
Mind Suckers is the second one. And it just says in the description here, it is as astonishing as it is sad to watch a ladybug turn into a zombie.
Is this one of those creatures that lays its eggs in fucking inside other creatures?
I have no idea. It sounds quite interesting though, doesn't it?
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy.
Fucking Velerious with his tablet.
A ladybug would seem to have the perfect insect life were it not for wasps that lay eggs inside its body.
See, there you go. That's the thing. I'm sure we've talked about this before as well, because there's that ant that like drives them around as well. It like lays.
It gets horns as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that was talking
and
about
it can
that
steer it as it sort of goes around. Right. This road is done.
Yes.
So, what else do we want to do? What are you pointing at here? Marissa Mayer to announce refreshed plan for Yahoo. Oh, fuck off. Does Yahoo still exist?
No. Do you remember the email I got off them? Where it was just from Yahoo and it had subject line, "We want you back." It was the saddest email ever. I was just like, I'm sorry, Yahoo. It's too little too late.
Just an email from Yahoo. It's like, I thought we were friends, man. What happened?
You used me all the time back in like 1996.
Don't you remember playing Yahoo pool for days on end?
Yahoo Solitaire with your buddies.
It's like, yeah, I stopped playing Yahoo pool because you kept me setting my rank every time I stopped playing for a couple of days.
The other thing that I was going to say as well, a lot of these ites are just lying around, right? Because the chests are full, because they're the shitty ites. Now, I reckon we should make 3 more chests.
No, I think it's going to take a while, and I want them to do other things first, but I think this quadrant should be ite chests. How amazing will that be? Because you don't get to store very many in them, it's just 10 and that's it, and
It's just 10.
there's an awful lot of them.
It's true.
So I'm thinking of chesting it up.
But it's
in
then
there.
harder to just shut off them going to the ite room. Because originally you just have got 2 doors there. You have to shut all 4 in the storehouse, which
But
means
to be honest,
else
if
can
we
happen.
need to shut it off, then we also need to shut off this, because it's not just ites that are the problem.
What if the new dungeon opens up and
Yeah.
we're mining stone? The stone goes in that storehouse.
Yeah.
A hero kills the zombie on the very bottom level.
Yes.
They will now go get that zombie, and we can't lock them off because they will be bringing stone into the
Yes,
storehouse.
but even if you don't lock them off, what will happen is, if they drop something other than an ite that goes in this room, like bones,
Bones, yeah.
then they
Admittedly,
will... Yeah. So it's like, it's sort of all or nothing anyway with the door locking thing. We're either hauling or we're not hauling.
Do you
'Cause
remember,
You can't really pick and choose.
on the subject of news and things, right? Do you remember ages ago how amazing Hotmail was and MSN? And then it suddenly like got fucked up with Skype
Outlook.
and Outlook. And it was like, why? Half the time.
Skype's forever...
Why?
They're forever sending me messages going, why did you move to Skype? It's like... Because no one fucking added me on Skype, basically.
Bring all your friends.
I wasn't planning on using it. None of my friends are using it. No one fucking bothers. So, you know, GG.
Right, just quickly, don't read the left one.
Designer vaginas. Why young women are searching for porn star perfection. From the Telegraph.co.uk. Some highbrow right-wing entertainment.
Oh,
There,
yes.
Hilarious. by Radhika Sangani. You poor bastard.
Labiaplasty.
Yeah, labiaplasty.
Labiaplasty,
It's basically
that's it.
trimming down the, if someone's got a bit of a mess down there, Valerius.
It was
few
the
rashes
right
of
one
bacon
I was
hanging
actually
out.
showing you.
A game where you're a slice of bread, because sure, why not? By Luke Plunkett
There we go.
of Kotaku.
I think we found the next topic
That
around. Woo! Slice of bread,
Bread
simulator.
simulator.
And there's something humping a bread.
It looks a bit shit.
Just going to throw that out there. I don't know what this news thing's called though. It's something like Flip Chat or something.
Oh my
It's
god!
something
See, this
weird.
is why I don't have a tablet. It's full of weird shit.
It
I haven't
is.
got the time for all this weird shit, Valerius.
Sex immersed in ancient Scottish lake. Half the news nowadays is literally about pornography, vaginal things, boobs.
It's the problem.
It's
well,
like, why do you even need porn on the internet anymore?
this is the problem. It's internet news, isn't it? And it's like the news on the internet is not real news. It's just the most insane
Fine.
bollocks you've ever
I'll
heard.
get your top stories up then. Here are the top stories. The left one looks most important.
Okay, top stories from this place. When do babies learn self-control?
From Atlantic,
See,
1 hour
this
ago.
isn't news. This is just
At least
information.
that one sounds interesting.
UK bank payment system goes offline.
An hour ago on Telegraph.
By James Titcombe. Now that is a proper British name.
James Titcombe.
Sweden's military scouts a possible Russian submarine. Well, no big surprises there.
Reforming the single market.
single
corporate
market.
report.
Which I don't care about. Oh god, we've got no work done, Valerius, but the meat is getting hauled, which is, I think, more important right now.
There was actually something I was going to speak about in this episode. I never got time to as well.
Well, you've got about another 8 minutes because I want
Okay.
them to shift this meat before I give them any more jobs.
Well,
So that I can actually get some stuff done.
you know when technology advances, you go from things like, say, the old shitty Nokia phones to the brand new smartphones, and the brand new smartphones into
Can I just stop you there?
And
How dare you refer to the Nokias as old shitty phones? The Nokia 3310 and 3330 were the pinnacle of mobile phone technology, Valerius.
depends which Nokia you're on about. There
The
was more shit
3310 and the
than good.
3330.
There was more shit than good.
True.
It went
downhill
good
after
Nokia
that.
phones. I used to sit there playing fucking Snake on Nokia
Yes.
for ages.
It was
But
badass.
anyway, basically, technology moves along like that, right? And you've always got to think what's going to be the next thing. So Google Glass was going to be the next thing, if you remember, and it was completely
Except
utter
it's
bollocks.
shit. No one cares.
So then the next thing that they've brought out now are wristbands.
You know what the problem is with Google Glass, Valerius?
What?
How are we going to wear them?
Well, you can actually have your glasses put in them.
But it's like... The thing is, though, the Google Glass, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it a screen and the thing is projected onto it? So you're looking at a projection on the glass, yeah?
No. It's something.
Or is it a
in front of
3D
it.
heads-up display?
If I remember correctly, something's in front of it, basically. And it's
Because either way,
opaque.
in order for me to be able to see this, it has to be on the exterior of my glasses.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? If it was on the interior, then I'm looking at it with my bad eyesight, which means I can't fucking see it.
Well, it's meant to be so close, you can see it. That's the thing.
Well,
But the main thing is, right, the thing that I find quite funny is Google Glass has made someone addicted now.
wow.
Someone's been addicted. I think it was a soldier or something. And he'd been wearing Google Glass for like 11 hours a day. And because the internet is just there in front of you,
Yeah.
he started having like major withdrawal symptoms the minute it got taken away from him, kind of thing. And it's like, it's pretty
So
bad.
this is the other thing. I do love the internet, but still,
I
I
know.
don't think I want to have it right there in front of my face.
Depends if there's something interesting
You
going
know?
on, really.
I don't think there is anything that interesting that I would want to have the internet on just as I'm walking around my life.
The reason why I have the tablet.
Yeah. See, I don't even have any portable devices. I'm either on the internet or I'm not.
Viagra apparently helps your heart. We'll have to start eating it.
It does.
Anyway.
It was invented to help your heart in the first place. The whole boner thing is just a side effect. I can't believe that is even news. That is like that news is so old. What site is this from? NBC News Health have only just realised that Viagra is a heart drug.
Exactly. Anyway, back to the thing that I was saying. So the next thing now they've come out with is a wristband watch type thing.
Is this like the Razer Nabu and stuff like that?
I don't know.
These sort of smart bands that really, all they seem to do so far is keep track of your heart rate, and that's about it.
Yes, but except it's a normal watch now, and what it does instead is it updates with your Facebook, your Twitter, your email, everything like that, and flashes it up on your wrist. One big problem with that, your bank emails you and goes, hey, here's your PIN code, someone steals your watch. You're now fucked. You're now fucked because someone has just stolen your watch. So the next big thing, as well, just on a Kickstarter I noticed a while ago, was a ring.
The ring?
A ring that goes in your finger and spins around your latest tweet or Facebook or email that you set up to it.
Oh, God.
And it will connect to Wi-Fi signals and just spin it round or connect to like a 3G thing, so you have to pay every single day.
It's so sad, isn't it? It really is.
It is very sad. So I'm just
it is
moving around on the...
It is very, very sad. And it's like... I mean, the thing is, with these devices and stuff, it's like... I'll tell you why I'm not that into them. Is because, at least in England, it only really works in your house.
Yeah.
Because these are internet devices. And unfortunately, unlike America, or like, cool countries that know what they're doing, England doesn't really have much in the way of free Wi-Fi. I mean, some people are going to go, oh, wait a minute, it doesn't hear me. Yeah, if you're living in certain big cities, you might have plenty of Wi-Fi coverage.
You see,
over here, there is no free Wi-Fi where we live. So if you leave our house, you could walk around for hours and not get a Wi-Fi signal.
You see, the problem is, Britain still likes boats. Now, this big problem.
How is that relevant?
We don't do anything else other than build boats.
Wow.
We seem to just have boats all the time.
It's a bit of a generalisation. The problem is we don't ever expand our infrastructure.
Want the Google barge in Britain?
The phone lines over here have not been upgraded in decades. They're ancient, and they're falling apart.
That's because they're too busy building boats.
It's because they're too busy fucking... They don't invest anywhere other than the big cities. That's the problem. Yeah, it's like over here. It's like we still in this place. There's certain internet companies that you can't get here because we don't have the network to support them. Yeah. It was only a few years ago we got what's called local loop unbundling, which allows you to actually have your own network to sell. So, for instance, we had the choice of fibre optic through Virgin Media or DSL through BT. And all the other DSL packages you could get, like Tiscali and TalkTalk and stuff, were just the BT lines resold. And then when they got the local loop unbundling in, you got a few more DSL companies setting up. But still, there is probably like 4 options, and they're all shit.
TalkTalk.
Because the big companies don't come here. The really big, good companies. But if you're along the sort of internet backbone, which, like the motorway, runs straight up the centre of the country, sort of starts in London, runs straight up, like past Manchester, past Leeds, those sort of places have got really good internet.
So, as you say, it's just all the big places that have really, really.
And if you're on the outskirts, on the coast, even though there's some big cities there, it's like you've got no chance. Yeah. Oh God, I fucking hate it. I wish.
Fucking sieges.
I wish they would just upgrade the entire infrastructure. Whereas, like in other countries, they invest in the infrastructure. Yeah. You can walk out into the fucking desert and still get your Wi-Fi signal. It's insane. I mean, God, there's places at the North Pole that have internet better than places in England.
We do have
How bad is that?
It depends where you live. Before I said we do have terrible internet, it does just depend where you live. Because there are certain people who come over here for the internet and they go to like London and places and they get like amazing internet. It's like,
if you're in London, the internet's amazing.
It's fantastic. It's better than Sweden.
It's not better than Sweden. But that only works if you're in London or, as I say, along the spine of England, as it were.
This is why I have a tablet. So I can look at pictures of food.
A picture of... Is that 6 cheeseburgers stacked on top of each other? Wow.
Do you remember when I used to... when I once ate a pizza burger? That was amazing. Was it a burger pizza?
I can't remember.
It was basically 4 slices of pizza with burgers on them.
Yeah.
And it was like inbred buns and everything.
Yeah, they had the bun on and everything. Yeah. They were literally like...
And it was like so delicious.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was a bit insane.
My entire heart
This meat
stopped.
is almost gone. They're just taking slightly too long. We're at the half-hour mark. They've stolen a couple of barrels of the evil badgers.
I like how there's a bone in there.
Yeah, that's a dead evil badger.
So one evil badger did get past fucking Ulrich. Ulrich, you piece of shit!
I don't know how he got in, but it looks like they've stolen the barrels, but not dropped them when they died.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird. I'm not going to replace them for now, because I need them to shift that bone first. They've almost cleaned up the meat. I want them to get these 2 pieces out the way, and maybe that piece and these bits, and then I can put in orders for road.
What we'll have to do at this rate is put fucking golden soldiers at the doors.
In fact, let me
Evil badgers won't get in them.
let me put that in, and at least they might get some pieces down, and we can work around it. I guess
You could do the bottom bit as well, because we're going to go along that bottom bit out
yeah.
of the trees as well. So you could just do a line along there, because they've cleaned that up quite nicely, actually.
I'll do it as far as there
we
at
go.
least. Right, we've got blue flowers. Let's go have a look at the stone.
How is the stone situation?
I'm on the wrong layer.
Yes, you are.
Okay, there's quite a
So they've mined
bit.
it
That's
all,
about
thank God, but they've not taken it.
159.
They just need to take it now.
It is looking a lot better though.
Have you noticed the internet as well just became a dumping ground, basically, for, like, tiny animals now? And if you go to a pet shop, the first thing you do is look for something that's going to make you money on YouTube.
A shop appeared without us even noticing.
Who's a sneaky shop?
Let's just quickly sort
is
this
he the
out.
weapons merchant? Oh.
Yeah, but we can sell some of that crap that's lying around.
I know, but then they have to go get it.
I know, but they're just loose items. We've been saying we're going to do this for so long,
Oh, we have.
and they are so in the way.
I'm sure we did this last time, and there wasn't this many weapons. They seem to have just made more weapons. Oh, yeah, because it'd be weapons from the sieges.
Yeah. They just clutter up the whole bleeding town. Oh, that's about as much
like
as
how
I
you
can
sounded-
afford. I'll just do that.
I like how you sound like a mayor now as well.
A mayor?
Yeah, you were just like, my dear people, these sieges have made our grounds littered with weapons. And I say, nay, nay to the sieges. We shall sell them to the weapon merchant, who looks slightly like the pinky merchant for some reason.
We will not let Derpsville become a nation of weapons lying on the floor.
That's what Weaponsville over there is for.
Weapons.
Throw all your weapons into Weaponsville. Hi guys, we've got a load of weapons. Oh my god, Weaponsville. We hate you with such a passion.
Right. So, right. Now that we've got a bit of the meat cleared up, next episode is going to be...
Finishing off this goddamn road. Hopefully putting the
Yeah.
ice into the warehouse, because that will help.
We'll finish off this bit of road, and then we'll probably do this purple bit.
The thing is, if
Are
we
we,
get,
are we definitely knocking this down?
I think that's going to be far in the future. You think you're too far ahead. What we should
Do you want to do these purple roads first?
I think number one, we should get the ice out of the way. Because
The
look at the
ice.
road, right?
Yeah.
Go, like, go that way.
Right.
It's
So-
like all these ites here are next to the road. They need to go in there, really.
Shall we, next episode, start building ite chests in
Yes.
here? We'll have a wood chop
We'll
and
get-
do some ite chests.
Get the road done, get the ite chests in, then we'll start labelling them all as like the lower ites, then we'll go into the higher ites that once we know the lower ites are in there, so we
Yeah.
don't have anyone starving going down to the dungeon by themselves.
Yeah, it's a good
And then
idea.
it'll all work very nicely.
Okay then, right, in that case, I'm going to pause Derpsville there, Velerious, and we will see everybody next time.
Bye bye!
See you later, guys.